All right, donation decks. Hello, everybody that may or may not be watching this on YouTube. This is Blue Black. I'm sure you may or may not have seen this before, and I've definitely said some choice words about this deck in the past, but we're playing a new card technically, so maybe that makes it better. I don't know. I still kind of hate this deck, but we'll see if Preordain adds any sort of consistency. It's just a blue black control deck with this is just supplemental card tribal. I was looking to see how many cards would not be legal in pure modern, and it's like Counterspell, Bowmaster, Force, Ransom, Subtlety, Ring, and Murktide, and Lrien, so it's like 2/3 of the deck. But yeah, counter spells, removal spells, threats, interaction, draw, card draw, more threats, free interaction. There's not really a ton to talk about, with the exception of the addition of Preordain making the deck more consistent. 18 lands for Lorien. I think I like that number, especially with 3 Murktide. 7 free spells. Maybe this can honestly even be 8. I could see playing the 4th Subtlety. 2 Ransom. I hate this card, but it is a blue card. You can hold it up when you hold up Counterspell. It's fine. And this particular list is actually a carbon copy of Spike's list, the one that I think Spike played on Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe. We got a lot of stuff for the Tron matchup in the sideboard. 2 Commandeer, 3 Break the Ice. Really, I could tell Spike does not want to lose to Tron. A couple Stern Scolding, which notably is extremely good against Rakdos Scam because you can get Grief, Voidwalker, and Ragavan. So, like, if you're on the play against Scam and you go Island Go, this is the best answer to the Grief Scam because removal spells don't cut it, in the fact that, like, if you have a single Fatal Push, if you Fatal Push before the first Grief trigger, they just cast their Feign Death, and if you let the Grief resolve, they take your push and then cast the Feign Death. So this is like the easiest way to get out of the Grief Scam, and I really do like this card quite a bit. And past that, we have Path of Peril for Rhinos and Hammer, and not a ton else to talk about. All right, 2 lands, Ring, Bowmaster, Subtlety, available Fatal Push. I'll keep this. No blue card for Subtlety. Double Fatal Push can buy some time. Yeah, literally got fogged. Next time, I feel like I should just have a copy of the card Fog, and whenever somebody redeems that, just hold up the copy of Fog. That might be a better idea. Do we think Prowess plays Spell Pierce? I mean, they shouldn't, right? Although, me shocking kind of tells them what I have. Monastery, Swift Spear. It's a lot of 1-drops. That's a lot of 1-drops. Alright, I will Fatal Push the Soul Scar Mage. What if we get stubbed? I don't think Prowess would ever play stub. It's like one of the worst draws. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass and probably die. Oh no, Otter sending me a tweet? Oh boy, what's this? Is this real? Yo. Yo, is this... Somebody confirm? Is this real? Yo. Actually real? That's nuts. Oh, man. Oh, it looks so good. It's the Eternal Weekend promo? As in, like, the prize for Eternal Weekend? Only 24 copies. Oh, okay. So maybe it's the Legacy one, right? It's gotta be. Top 8 gets it? Oh no. They're gonna be so much money. I'm never affording those. Snack Bar will buy a set, but I will never afford those. They're gonna be like 5 grand each, probably. Do you think 5 grand's lowballing? Maybe it is. How much do you think those are gonna be worth? Ragavan's looking for about 2.8k. Well, it's different, right? I think there's a lot more Ragavans than there are those. Because isn't Ragavan given out to the top 32 of the Secret Lair things? If I recall correctly. I need lands, by the way. Where's my lands at? Okay. People are saying it's for Eternal Weekend. I have to go for this. It's like 100% not going to work. But I don't lose a ton out of it. If it doesn't work, I basically just trade the Bowmasters for a single card in their hand. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, lands, please. Lands, please. Lands. Lands. Jesus Christ. Non-token creature. Go. What, 18? I mean, I don't know. 18 plus 4 Lrien is kind of low for a deck with 7 4-drops, to be fair. If they play another creature, I might have to Subtlety at this turn. Manamorphose. Manamorphose. Yeah, I mean, I really hate this play, but I think I have to. If we draw back-to-back lands, maybe we have a chance. Doesn't seem very likely, though. Okay. They put the Channeler on the bottom. Yeah, that's a good point, too. The last promo was really only playable in Legacy, and this one's actually good in Modern as well. Yep, the 2 later, never drew land 3. And BD, no big deal. I guess I can Chalice and just trim some of my 1s, because I don't want the Spell Pierce anyways. Scolding, probably good. Dress Down mid, Commandeer mid, Go for the Throat good. Path of Peril good. The rest of these are kind of bad. Not really a big fan of Subtlety, I think. Especially if I'm bringing in more, like, I'm bringing in 3 more 1-mana answers to their 1-drops, and I'd much rather use one of these on a 1-drop than a Subtlety. And I think I'm going to shave 2 Counterspells. No, like 1 Counterspell, 1 Preordain, I think. I want to shave 1-drops if I'm bringing in Chalice. And, like, yeah, I have Chalice and 1-drops, but if I stick a Chalice and they can't answer it, that's probably just game over, so I don't mind, like, breaking off on a couple 1-drops. I mean, I guess. This hand's not ideal. It's an interesting copy pasta. Interesting. 3 Eternal Weekend events when they first posted this, now there are 2. Did they remove one? October Command Fest in 2023 Eternal Weekend details. Seeing 4. Wait, no, there's 4. What are you talking about? Right? Unless I'm misunderstanding it. Oh, okay. There's an 8-pack location, I gotcha. Just gonna kill this now. They probably boarded in Spell Pierce or something like that. Well, why is the Command Fest even on there if it's not part of Eternal Weekend? Right? I did, yeah. Congratulations to Spike. I liked his tweet. It's not UB. It is, trust. That was so funny. I was looking at tweets about people talking about UB, and as I was reading the tweets, I was like, none of this has anything to do with Dimir cards. What are we talking about? This is not UB at all. It's a lot of bobbling. If only I had a Bowmaster. Oh, come on. Come on. Go. Right on time, buddy. Right on time. Couldn't just draw that one last turn, huh? Are they going to try and Blood Moon me? I really hope they do. Like, there's no way they're going to Blood Moon me. Okay. I mean, they know about... So this means they have Lava Dart, right? Okay, what I'm going to do is take 1 damage, and then end of turn the Bowmaster. Because I don't want to chump block with the token anyways. I'm, like, very confident they have a Lava Dart, but they Lava Dart, that means I get to Resolve Ring. So I'm totally okay with this. Deal. Yeah, it's fine. A-okay with this exchange. Play some Legacy. I plan on it at some point. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was somebody who 3-1 to prelim. Somebody who 3-1 to prelim with what you call it? Creative Technique with Mind's Desire. And that looked kind of hot. What deck do I like in Legacy? I mean, I had a lot of fun playing that Creative Technique deck. And I have to imagine I'll play a little bit more of that at some point, but I also want to try some Mind's Desire decks. I did, yeah. I sold them for the exact same amount that I bought in, and then they tanked like half of that 2 days later. What are they at right now, by the way? Thank God I got out when I did. Yeah, they're down to 60 right now. So I bought in at 85 and I sold them also for 85, and now they're down to like 60, 65. Down to 60? Yeah, they were at 85. I play the arena qualifier. No, 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 no. I'm busy this weekend doing some RCQs and stuff. I have 5 cards in hand. It's actually not bad. Okay, let's go Edict first, non-token, and then we can go Minamo, Murktide, hold up Scolding. All right, make a 5/5. Go. Does creative technique have legs? I mean, if you look at the card image, I don't think there's any legs on there. Yeah, there's still Pioneer. I think this is the last week of the entire season. It's either this week or next week is the last week for Pioneer, and then I believe it transitions to Modern like halfway through September, I think is when they start Modern ones. But yeah, the plan for this weekend, I think I'm definitely gonna take tomorrow off. Tomorrow I have plans all day. Cast into the Fire. So tomorrow no stream. Saturday RCQ. I might, depending on how that goes, try to stream later, like after the RCQ. And then there's also an RCQ on Sunday. And again, same thing, depending on how that goes. Maybe try and stream late. Okay, I have to imagine they're gonna bolt the Murktide, which is kind of fine because I can counter their next threat. Oh, they just done a bolt. Oh, we're vibing then. We are just absolutely vibing. This game's kind of over, right? Modern starts for me on September 9th. That sounds about right, yeah. It's like second week or like first or second weekend of September. Yeah, I'm also going to play Racksack this weekend. I think it's just the best deck. Sprite Dragon. I actually think I'm going to let that resolve with Scolding in hand. Or with Fatal Push, I should say. Although I guess what am I countering instead? I can also try to Bowmaster this. Yeah, I'm going to try and Bowmaster this. Before the trigger resolves, of course. They maybe have a spell in their hand as the last card. They definitely don't have a spell in their hand as the last card. Don't look down. What's my sideboard going to look like if I reckon? Go check my Twitter curiosity. I posted the entire 75. I believe it I don't know if that list is up on Moxfield, but check out the Twitter. It's on there. It should be from like last week when I lost in the finals. I'm going to play the same list. Do they keep? They mulled to 6. Do we keep this chap? I think no, but man, it's close. Chalice is really good. Let's try it. Chalice is kind of broken against them. Hand looks great. It definitely does not look great. This is like probably the bottom, like bare minimum of keepable hands. This one is definitely toward the bottom. If I was in the play, I think it would be a snap keep. Chalice is much better on the play. Yeah, it's probably below medium. That makes it a lot better. That does make it a lot better. Ban card. Ban card alert. Ban card alert. How much are the retro Preordains on Moto, by the way? I was looking into purchasing them. I was looking into downgrading my current Preordains. They are sold out at around 22 tickets. Oh, they're mismatching. They can only afford one of these, which makes sense. We're gonna resolve Chalice? It's kind of based. I'm gonna play her on Blood Moon. I don't know if they boarded in Blood Moon, but I don't want to take the chance. Alright, go. Good luck. That's fine. So we're gonna take 4 and then Path of Peril, and then they're gonna die? No, not the full art, the retro. Retro. It's good. Well, no, it's not a good draw. Never mind, it's not a good draw at all. Go. I could cast it, get a counter just to pump the Murktide. Rude. Yeah, they could cast into the Fire of the Chalice. No! That's fine, I could Bowmaster it. Unless they have Mutagenic Growth. I feel like if they had Growth, they would just main phase it. So I'm kind of under the assumption they don't have growth. Okay, that's a good draw as well. Archering, archering, archering. Chat, spam archering. Rude. They only have 2 Sprite Dragons left, though. Assuming they even play 4. I played 3 last night. I really do think Prowess is pretty good. I think I'm gonna buy the rest of the cards I need for Prowess and play some Arceus with it next season. I like it a lot. I think it's a good deck. Red, red. Cast into the fire. Well, it turns on my Fatal Push. Are they gonna let me cast my Fatal Push this turn? That'd be nice. You got a Preordain. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Definitely gonna Fatal Push this. And then just slam Murktide as a 5/5. I'm at 10? They have 1 card in hand? Weirdly enough, I think it's better to slam Murktide. Maybe that's not right, but... Should cast this deck into the fire? No. This is too aggressive of a line. Should play the ring. I'm just, like, a little bit worried about playing the ring at 10 life. They do have a lot of burn in their deck. Yeah, and this puts them on a 2-turn clock, too. Just nice. Uh-oh. That's really bad. We're dead if they have a land. Because they can bolt 4 times. Yeah, we're dead to a land. Oh. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm going to die. Yeah, dubious challenge later. Alright, maybe they don't have a land? Maybe they don't have... I mean, they wouldn't slow roll the land this long, right? Okay. Well, glad I didn't play the ring, I guess. Well, this is awkward, because... I can play the ring and just not use it, right? Yeah, we can just play the ring and not use it. I mean, I still lose to all of the instant speed burn spells, right? Like, if they have a Lava Dart or a Lightning Bolt, I'm still going to lose on my upkeep. If they have a Smash, I die. Yeah, I don't know if they would board in Smash, though, because they didn't see Chalice, and Smash does not kill Ring. God. This is like the only card that we could have lost to there, too. If they drew any creature, it didn't matter. I don't know. They probably don't play that many copies of this card either. What I have drawn. Yeah, good game. Man, that sucks. Yeah, I don't really think we could have lost to any other card but Breach that turn. Like, obviously, had I known that they had Breach in hand, I would have cast the Ring that turn. Because I think if we play Ring over Murktide, we probably win that game. Because then we just, like, have the Ring in play, their Breach turn doesn't do anything. I don't know, they could have, like, breached into a creature. They could have also breached into Cast into Fire. Maybe we still would have lost to the Breach. Because they had what? They can go Breach, 1-drop, Cast into Fire. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm, like, looking at it in hindsight, but it might have been better to play the Ring that turn. It was definitely safer to play Ring. You know, yeah, they wouldn't have the mana to cast a Lava Dart either. I think I'm just gonna cycle Lrien to hit my land drops, rather than cast Preordain. Can Preordain later. I really don't want to Subtlety this, but I think I have to and just counter it on the way back down. I hate this. They may bottom it. Yeah, that's a good point. They just EOT Lava Dart, untap, and then Breach. But again, we get 3 more looks at a Counterspell if we play the Ring that turn. They put it on top. Okay, this works for us. Drew the Preordain anyways. So we can Counterspell this turn. Next turn, Preordain looking for another Counterspell. Yeah, I think I have to counter this. Keep them off cards. Please don't have a second copy. God damn it! Okay. Let's Preordain first. I have no blue cards, so I don't want Subtlety, and I already have a Sheoldred. Ooh, that's interesting. They have 2 cards in hand? I wonder if it's better to play Bowmaster here. It might be. Well, it's worse if they have, like... If they... Let's say they lead with, like a Utopia Sprawl, and then they have Onthanice in their hand. But if that's the case, they still lose the Sithis. because they go cast Utopia Sprawl, I respond to trigger, Bowmaster the Sithis, then they cast the Onthanice, I get a second trigger, kill the Sithis, so I basically trade Bowmaster for Sithis. I actually think that's fine. It's a little bit riskier, but it does put a threat in play, which is nice. It does help me clock them a little bit. And I'm not even necessarily representing Bowmaster. Like, this could easily just be a second counterspell. So it's not like they can... I mean, you know, Bowmaster is a card in my deck, but they don't necessarily know that that's what I have. I have a response. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, right, yeah, actually, no, this is fine. I guarantee kill the Sithis either way, because I always forget about the Bowmaster ETB trigger. So yeah, no matter what, I kill the Sithis. God, Bowmaster is so good against Enchantress. It's, like, obscene how good it is. Oh, man. Are they gonna Blood Moon me? That's not nice. Well, I'm kind of glad that I deployed the Bowmaster, I guess. Now that I actually have a threat in play. Definitely worked out against that card. Okay. I can play the ring. Draw. A Lrien or an island would be nice. Then I can cast the counterspell. Excited to buy more rings after all. Yeah, I just got my 4th ring the other day with my my pity store credit from getting 2nd place in the RCQ. Just got my last one the other day. Oh, they have Gigantha. I didn't even notice that. How do we beat a Gigantha? I think I'm gonna hold the Otawara, right? And just bounce it when they cast Gigantha. So we can, like, time walk them for a turn and try to find 2nd island next turn. If Jessie decides that Reed should be on 4 rings. I thought her last list did have 4 rings. Excuse me. I don't remember, but I could have sworn it did. Bounce the moon. Could do that. I guess I could just bounce moon, fetch for a swamp, edict the Gigantha, counter the Blood Moon on the way back down. That's probably better, yeah. That probably is a better line. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go bounce Blood Moon. Go to 13. Activate ring. Okay, now we have all the basics in the world. Now we don't even care about the Blood Moon. Play Swamp. Non-token. I mean, I think I am still going to counter the Gigantha. Or counter the Blood Moon. Probably. Yeah, I'll probably counter the Blood Moon. I mean, I probably don't need to. Alright, they don't even want to try. Alright, what are we doing against Enchantress? Do we want Commandeer for the content? Commandeer is exceptional content. Path of Peril mid. Break the Ice mid. Go for the Throat. Not ideal. Spell Pierce good. Wait, what the hell? Did I, like, accidentally click on Submit Deck? I did not mean to do that. I must have somehow accidentally clicked it when I was, like, trying to move the cards. That was weird. I did not plan on doing that. Well, that's awkward. Let me keep this hand. That is a tad awkward. What am I hoping to commandeer? They're Sithis. Oh no, it's non-creature. Enchantress Presence? Commandeer Enchantress Presence sounds fine. Yeah, we're trying to commandeer the content. I guess we lead on Island with the intention of cycling Lrien. Just hit my land drops. Sanctum Weaver. Subtlety pitch Ransom? No, Subtlety pitch Preordain. Counterspell next turn, Ransom on 3. I think I like that. Put the Weaver on the bottom. It's gonna get a basic. I know I have Sheoldred in hand, so it makes it a little awkward, but... Yeah, my brother in Christ. Jose, you gotta let me know when you get those Boneheimers in the mail, alright? To the moon. Boneheimer to the moon. Yeah, you can't have that. I think you clicked it right after you said break the ice. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunate. Because I certainly did not mean to do that. It's fine, we'll just beat them anyways. You weren't the Boneheimer purchaser? That's what you keep telling yourself. Somebody did actually buy them. I could check Cool Stuff last night and they were sold out. Ooh. I guess I can just play that. Yeah, I'll keep both of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'll make a 7/7. You can go. Is there a world where we let them resolve the presence and assert they can't play through Sheoldred? Maybe. But the problem is, like, if I let... Even if they pay, like, 4 to 6 life to draw a couple, like, extra cards, if that finds them on thin ice, then letting them resolve the presence makes... You know what I mean? It's, like, it's so much worse if I do that. Because I was going to say now, if they on thin ice the Murktide, I can just slam Sheoldred. I'm going to slam Sheoldred anyways. I think. Yeah, I'm definitely going to slam Sheoldred, because this puts them dead next turn. They go to 7 up the Sheoldred, and then the Murktide's lethal. When did I become soulless? I've been soulless my whole life, baby. Speaking of soulless and shameless, if you would like to check out coolstuffinc.com and maybe they restock the Boneheimers today, use promo code DOOM at checkout for 5% off of your next order. Every single purchase you make on that website does greatly impact the stream. So if you guys need some Magic or TCG related product, coolstuffinc.com has got you covered. Speaking of sellout, if you got an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get 1 free subscription every single month to any streamer of your choice. Doesn't have to be me. Just make sure that you are utilizing that Prime sub. You don't want to let that go to waste. Yeah, the Cool Stuff had 18 yesterday and somebody bought them out. Jose is claiming that it wasn't him, but I don't believe him. Can I do you a favor? Can I say no? I'm joking. What's the favor? What do you need? I think they ship internationally. What's this? Which one this weekend? Pick in comments. Jace Counterspell, Arena Counterspell, Mercadian Masks, I like you misspelled masks, and Dom Remastered. Dom Remastered is dead fucking last. It's definitely Arena. It's not even close. Wow, people saying masks? No, it's definitely Arena. Definitely Arena. Cool. If there is a Preordain, does that imply the existence of Post-Ordain? Is that like a Post Malone joke? I should make a tweet about that. It should be like, if Post Malone casts Preordain, it's Post-Ordain. I don't know. I could probably come up with something really stupid and corny. I kind of want to cast Ransom this turn. Yeah, to the woods. To the woods with you. Choose an opponent. Why doesn't it ask me choose? I guess because I only have one opponent. It is, in fact, a MTG play on Run the Jewels, Run the Sapphires from coalesceapparel.shop. You type !deck Hogdom. You can also take a look at the overlay, the lovely overlay provided to us by the lovely folks over at Boxfield. Should be on the right-hand side of your screen. Do I think Preordain would be okay for Pioneer? No. I don't think Pioneer can have cantrips that good. It's not quite like... It's a little bit different than Thoughtscour, because it's not... It doesn't fuel the Delve cards in the same way, but... I'm just gonna take the top pile. What did I miss out on? A Preordain and an Edict? Yeah, good call. I think I'd much rather have the Lrien than the Edict. Guess we can do it this way. Get basic island, and then I can cast double removal spell. I can also go removal spell, counterspell if I want to. But as long as I'm hitting my land drops, I don't really feel compelled to cast anything anytime soon. Is Iteration better than Preordain? I mean, they're very, very different cards. It's not the right deck list on Moxfields. What do you mean? If you go to the oh, did I not? I thought I changed that. Hold on. Edit, deck, Moxfield. I'm just going to link you to the Moxfield page. Moxfield.com/users/ And then if you go to that page should have all the decks. All 3 decks from today's stream. Alright, I will take 1. Lightning Bolt me. I accept. For Delirium. How about this? We can have a little fight. No, I guess we're not going to fight at all. We can cycle the Lrien end of turn to be mana efficient. With 4 cards in hand. I think I'll just let that go. Okay, now I kind of want to Edict them. This uses my mana slightly more efficiently. Then we can just go untap Lrien. I guess this sort of exposes me to... Well, no, now that doesn't, because now I can go... If they go Murktide Counterspell, I go counter your Murktide, they counter, then I force their Counterspell. So I can still win a fight over Murktide. Unless they have, like, land plus Spell Pierce. I am going to try and fight over this. If we can go untap land... Well, I guess we can cycle Lrien and then go 6 mana, ring, hold up, counterspell. Yeah, Lrien with Sanctuary would be sick. Let's go cycle Lrien, fetch Sanctuary, put it on top. That would be kind of gross. Something fun for Legacy? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like Legacy might be a little bit... Legacy might be too high power level for something like Lrien. Okay, well, let's do this. I think I'd rather jam Sheoldred. If they fight, I maybe don't fight back. Maybe I do. So this implies to me that they have Unholy Heat, but if their last 2 cards are Heat, Murktide, and they brick, I counter, they Heat, Sheoldred, untap, slam Murktide, then I resolve Ring. Yeah, let's fight over this. Okay, well. Again, if their last card's Murktide, this is totally fine. Like, yeah, they resolve Murktide, but we resolve Ring. That's worse. Although, even if I didn't cast the Counterspell, they still would have had the Pierce up, and they still would be able to pierce the Counterspell there. So it's not like it would have changed that much. Legacy is playing for Lrien. Are they really? I didn't know that. So I guess we can go for Ring first. Not mind if it gets countered because we have a second one. And if it does get countered, we can Preordain. Sure. They have 1 card in hand. Kind of want to bottom both of these. Mid. That would have been good to have this turn. Stop. You're not allowed to draw 3 of those, man. Come on, get out of here. Not allowed to draw 3 of those. It's cheating. I think they have another counterspell. Can I afford to wait? I don't know if I can afford to wait. Sucks. Probably dead now. Doesn't help that they drew 3 iterations. 3 iterations in the top 23 cards of their deck. Unfortunate. Surprised by the bottom. I mean, like, Lrien's kind of the same thing as Ring, where we have to tap a bunch of mana on our turn for it, you know? Yeah. But maybe I should have kept the Lrien and, like, tried to cast that one that turn, because they definitely have to fight over the Lrien. And then maybe we can try to resolve Ring. Yeah, please don't complain about ads. We talked about this yesterday. I don't want to hear it. Definitely gonna pierce this, because I'm not piercing anything else. There is a way that you can avoid the ads if you would like. It is possible. Sucks. Thanks. Thanks. Right on time. Right on time. Just untap with Minamo with itself. Only because you asked. Based. Did you know that Minamo can untap its... Come on! Why couldn't I just draw those 2 turns earlier and then I win the game on the spot? Oh, man. Maybe I messed that game up. I probably should not have bottomed the Lrien. I think that was maybe a mistake. I don't like Spell Pierce. I don't love Scolding. I like Go for the Throat for Murktide. Not a big fan of Path of Peril. don't even like Trust Down that much. I really don't want to do that much in this matchup. I guess Spell Pierce in the early game. Subtlety, I think, is horrendous. This looks good. Sung is so good. Does Dress Down stop the counters on Murktide? It does, but I don't think that's worth it. It's like, the thing is, they still have the... I mean, I don't know, they still have a 3-3. It's probably okay. God, the Amulet Command is so good. Yeah, that's true. There's a couple cards that I'm not sure about in this matchup. Like, I could see Force of Negation not being great. Spell Pierce, I think, is play-draw dependent, but at the same time, I don't really know if there's anything in my sideboard that I would prefer over Force of Negation. I guess you could maybe talk me into Subtlety over Force. I could see that. Try, like, 2 Subtlety, 2 Force, maybe. Yeah, okay. I'm coming around to that. Like, hardcasting Subtlety is not bad. I feel like hardcasting Subtlety is a little bit more impactful than hardcasting Force, especially because the card that you're mostly targeting with Subtlety is Murktide. Archmage's Charm over Bedfoff. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, Ransom is easier to cast. You have basic Swamp. I guess there's only one land that doesn't cast Charm. But I don't know. Like, Ransom's not great, but it's fine for what it is. This hand's good. I will top both of those. I think I like both those cards. I was hoping they would leave with the 1-drop. How many of the X ones do you think they boarded out in this matchup? Probably a good amount. I can't imagine they have Blood Moon in their deck. So I think I'm going to get an island off of this and then just fetch a Watery Grave. Go. As long as I'm making all my land drops, I don't really feel compelled to do anything. Oh, chat's just going off. Yeah, I know. Trust me, guys. This time it's going to be the best version. Trust me, guys. All right, trade this for a counterspell. That's fine. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Could go for Fatal Push Murktide here. Just go shields down on counterspell. How do I get punished if they go Fatal Push Murktide? I guess it's only a 6/6. They can still heat it. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I'll just go Fatal Push Pass, I think. There's no way they're fighting over this, right? Like, why would you ever fight over this? There's simply no way. I refuse to believe. Alright, go. Bowenheimer Turbo. Is that the next Edison deck? Coming soon to an Edison tournament near you. Bowenheimer Turbo. Yeah, whatever. And now I'm definitely going to Edict DOT. And then we can go Murktide Counterspell. On token. I started a little bit early, yeah. Just a wee bit early. What's up, Reddit-Eye? So they would have to have Counterspell Spell Pierce here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I should probably cast the Preordain first. Make it an 8/8. I'm going to keep that on top under the assumption that this doesn't work. And they have their own Murktide. Because I think if this works, we win anyways. What is for you the card that is... What is the... I didn't get the comment. What is for you the card that has revolutioned the most modern in MTG? I'm not sure I understand the question. Alright, Tank Force. A pitched Murktide? Jesus. What do you think about Slowgurk? Based is my only response to Slowgurk. It's a good draw. I'm not going to main phase it. The card that changed modern the most. It's definitely something from Horizons. Probably one of the elementals. I'm going to Ransom in response. Try and hit a counterspell. Fatal Push definitely up there too. Fatal Push really, like, when I remember when Fatal Push was printed into Modern, it really just changed, like, what type of creatures that you were allowed to play with. Tarmogoyf used to be the nuts. And it's funny because people played Tarmogoyf with Fatal Push. I don't know. It's hard to say that, though, because people did play Jund with Fatal Push and Tarmogoyf. Yeah, Fury, Solitude, Grief. Urza Saga was a massive printing. It's like, again, you could argue a lot of the Modern Horizon stuff. The single most printing might actually be Fatal Push. Think about it more. Tanking on the Ransom. You think they put a counterspell in the bottom pile? Why else would they give me two bangers? The hidden pile must be nuts. I'm not falling for the bait. I'm not falling for the bait. It was land Force of Negation. Yeah, nice try. You can't bait me like that. Nice try. I called your bluff. Called. I mean, I wouldn't exactly say that forced land were bangers. They tried to bluff me and I called. It wrecked. I'm not going to cycle the Lrien. If I cast Lrien, they can Spell Pierce it. I guess I'll just play Shelly. Not great if they have Heat, but... How do I feel about Convoking the current Pioneer meta? I think it's still good. Maybe not quite as good as Pia. But I think it's still good. The question you have to ask yourself a lot of times with those piles is like, is the top pile good enough for me to win the game? And I think the answer there was definitely yes. Like, the top pile was incredible. I don't want to play Murktide until I can make it above Heat range, so let's just cast Lrien. Might get Spell Pierce, might not. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I mean, it's annoying, but it's fine. I'm just trading cards. Ride or Die, we're playing some dubious challenge later today. I am taking the challenge. Stop! My face when opponent draw good card. Stop, draw good card. Is Sauron's Ransom the best fact of fiction they printed? Probably, but I don't know if that's necessarily enough for it to be playable. I really dislike that card. It is one of the better ones for sure. It is kind of better to do this first because it makes my Murktide a 7/7. Playing the land to play on Dispute. And fourth counterspell. Alright, cool. Make a 7/7, your turn. I don't love killing the Ragavan, but if I don't kill the Ragavan, they can heat the Murktide, and I don't want them to do that. The tempt value? I feel like that never comes up. Legitimately never. I shouldn't say actually never, because it probably does it sometimes, but I've never had it come up for me. Like Otawara? Nope, no Otawara. Alright, Sheoldred go. I will put it on top. Your turn. I think Scam at its current form is healthy for Modern. I mean, I don't know. It's like kind of a mid-range deck. It's a mid-range deck that has a slightly more proactive approach. It's okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Grief play patterns. Like turn 1 Grief Scam is nobody really has fun in those types of games. But it's cool because there's different things that are good against that. Stuff like Urza Saga, Suspend, Crashing Footfall. So it makes you play in a different way, and I think overall that's not bad for the format. Okay. Okay. I mean, they know my top card is Sheoldred. I'm gonna cast it. Oh. They have another heat? Nope. Alright, you're at 6. It's been a good game. Good draw. Pretty good draw. Maybe they have Force. Okay. Alright, they couldn't dispute the Sheoldred last turn. They have the chump block here. Surely they won't draw another expressive iteration. You want to draw an extra card? Are you telling me that you want to draw an extra card? Is that what's happening? Drawing extra cards, huh? You sure about that? You sure about that? Yeah, I know they have to. I'm mostly trolling. Okay, do we want Spell Pierce on the draw is the question. Not sure. How do we feel about Spell Pierce in the draw? Is Burn good enough in Modern? I think so. I think Burn's got some good matchups. Not sure about the prowess builds. I have very limited experience with them so far with Preordain. It felt good yesterday. What am I piercing on turn 2? I mean, it's mostly for the counterspell fights, where they go like Murktide plus counterspell. Pierce is really good in those fights, but it's not good. It's not good as the first counterspell being cast. It's only good in combination with another counterspell, right? If that makes sense. Yeah. Which in that instance, it's not that bad. Like it does do what it does. Do what it does. Do what it does. It does what it does. I'm gonna stop talking and submit my deck. How's that? On the draw. Ragavan. Good draw. I'm gonna lead Watery Grave. You said burn Penis's Cascade deck, and I was like, wait, what? What are you trying to say? And I didn't realize it was a typo. Oh, man. Classic typo. I still refuse to believe that they boarded in Blood Moon. I'm not going to play around it. We'll go Cycle. Oh, I meant to get Island off of this and then Scalding Tarn. Watery Grave. Did that in the wrong order. Not a huge deal. I'll pay 2 life, it's fine. Go. No, I meant to get Island with the Lrien. I just misclicked. Or misordered. Took 2 damage for basically no reason. Definitely gonna cast this. If you Commandeer a One Ring, you get the protection trigger. I believe so, because you're still casting it. I think you still do. Alright, we really need to find lands here. Fuck. Alright, probably gonna lose this game. What about Death and Taxes? Are we losing this game because we missed a land drop? Missing a land drop in this matchup is disastrous. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I guess they only have 3 cards in hand. I'm gonna end of turn use my mana here because I have to. Do you think they will complete the Horizon Land cycle in MH3? Which ones are we missing? We're missing the rest of the allied ones. So what, we're missing Azorius, Rakdos, Dimir, Gruul, right? Gruul? Yeah, Gruul. Alright, it's kind of like drawing a land. Not quite. Man, no. I don't know, man. I feel like the Rakdos one would be way too good. Oh, yeah, I guess there's... Wait, I thought they did all of the... No, Waterlog Grove. Yeah, we have Simic, Waterlog Grove. Right, Waterlog Grove, Silent Clearing, Sunbaked Canyon, Nurturing Peatland. What's the other one? What's the other enemy? By reality, yeah. Okay. What's up, Cathal? I think I have to end of turn try to kill the Channeler. Again, just try to use my mana as efficiently as possible. I probably won't fight over this, which is good. Interesting. Alright, well, if I draw a land, we can kind of get them really good. Perfect. Now we can go Sheoldred Dispute. Or Sheoldred Pierce, I should say. Alright, I'll let them surveil first. They only have 1 card in hand. This game is still winnable. Hopefully they don't have Murktide as their last card. Then it's going to be hard to win. Yeah, if they have Murktide as their last card, it's bad. They don't currently have Delirium. As long as we can dodge Murktide. I mean, if we untap, the game's over, right? Yeah, this game's over. The game is Jover. Jover. It's Jover. Said I was going to lose. True. When I was missing my land drop. I did say I was going to lose when I missed my land drop. And then I drew lands, and then the game was over. Sheoldred would race even if they slammed. Would it? I feel like it wouldn't. This. I'll spell pierce that. You want to pay? I'm just trolling them. I had a Sheoldred in play. I know that. Mostly just trolling them. It's a two-lander. I don't know if you should keep these hands, but let's try it. This is more experimental than anything. That's in the blue-black shadow list. Felt okay. I mean, Preordain was definitely good in that deck. Trying to think of if there was anything, if I had, like, what my overall thoughts were. It felt decent. It felt like I was a little bit of a dog against Scam, though. And I kind of like the second version. We actually played a deck after that league that was, like, blue-black persist, and it had, like, 4 persist, 4 troll, and it just didn't play shadow. And I think I like that version a little bit more. That should be on the Mox field if you want to check that out. I think fetch lands could be printed that say get island, mountain, but they always enter tapped. Well, haven't they already made those? Isn't that just like Terramorphic Expanse? But I guess you're saying Terramorphic Expanse that can also get duels. They'd probably be harmless. I'm sure they'd be harmless. They wouldn't even be that good. Any fetch land that gets a land that always enters the battlefield tapped is like they're totally fine. You don't have to worry about those. God, there's like so much Murktide recently. It's not a land. Yeah, slow fetches. They'd be fine, honestly. People wouldn't play them. Alright, land. Go. Thank you for the follow. Moo. Not liking this game, chap. Not liking this game. If they play literally anything, I'm going to counterspell it. I just need to use all of my mana efficiently. Ah! Stop! Lands? Lands? Any lands? Any lands at all? Alright, probably gonna get spell pierced. Spell snare. That is a very good point. The Zendikar fetch lands were definitely not the most affordable cards prior to MH2. And as someone who owns the MH2 versions of those fetch lands that I purchased for like $15 or less, definitely a good thing for the format. And people want to talk about Modern not being accessible, but I will say Modern before MH2 honestly might have even been less accessible. Yeah, who remembers $150 Tarmogoyfs? Okay. Yeah, 2016 Jund. Can we please stop playing against Murktide? Please? Please and thank you. I've had enough. Yeah, Jund literally was Money Pile. Jund is like the OG Money Pile. Wait. On F6, on F6. What? That's kind of weird. They were definitely going to cast that Murktide, right? They were definitely going to cast that Murktide, right? I mean, that's kind of sus. Kind of sus. The foil goy thing. Pascal Maynard is a saint, alright? Pascal Maynard is an absolute gigachad for taking that foil Tarmogoyf. He ended up selling it for charity too, right? I'm pretty sure he sold it for charity. That was such an awesome moment. Yeah, he did nothing wrong. We stand by Pascal. Kind of have to subtlety this, even though I don't really want to. Wow, they just let that resolve? Deal. Cool with that. Maybe they have a second Murktide? Okay. Yeah. I mean, no, they have a Ragabane in hand. I'm down to just not attack. Yeah, we're chilling. We're vibing. We're We're no longer vibing. Also, it wasn't even a Pro Tour, it was a Grand Prix. It was a Grand Prix, and top 8 already qualifies you for the Pro Tour, and I think he might have already been qualified in other ways anyways. He did nothing wrong, and I still can't, to this day, I cannot believe the amount of hate he got for that. It is truly remarkable. Some people in the community. I'm doing good, Vexing Devils. 10. 10. I mean, I just can't win this game. It was pretty funny, yeah. Pack one, pick one, Glorybringer or Invocation Cryptic Command. I mean, at a PPTQ, it's not even a question. I would get upset if you didn't take the Cryptic Command, you know. All right, so we have to hope that they fight over the Counterspell, and then we can slam the ring. You'd slam Glorybringer. I mean, I don't know. At a PPTQ? Come on, at a PPTQ? Okay, you win. Cool. What did we do the last time against Murktide? We boarded in Spell Pierce, Go for the Throat, and we cut Subtlety into... Oh no, I cut all the Subtleties. What did I cut 2 Force of Negations for? Or no, I think we did 2 Force, 2 Subtlety, right? Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to think if there were any instances of me ever, like, rare drafting at a somewhat high level. I can't really think of any. I'm not very lucky. I don't really open good cards. I mean, I open, like, good cards as far as limited is concerned, but I don't open any money cards. Maybe at, like, a local draft, like an FNM draft. Or a side event. It's very sweaty at my BTQs, yeah. Got a Wingmate? Let's go. Wingmate used to be a lot in Standard. That card was so sick. Like Abzan Aggro that played it. I think that there were some Jeskai decks that played it too. That card was just all over the place. What a banger. We drafted a PTQ. Worth the rares. There was a Chase and a foil chase. I got both, and you got nothing. I don't even remember that. Was there a chase and a foil chase? I don't recall this. But apparently I got shafted. You think I 3-0'd? Oh my god. My memory is not very good as I get older. But that sounds like something I would do. I mean, if I 3-0'd, come on, you know. So what you're telling me is you owe me a foil Jace. That's what you're telling me. Caught in 4K. I hated warring for the rares. I do miss team drafts, though. We gotta bring team drafts back. Would you play a deck with Browbeat and Orcish Bowmaster? I mean, probably not Browbeat, but I've played Orcish Bowmaster plus Burning Inquiry. Those cards are cool. Yeah, this hand's okay. Team Rochester? Yeah. I never got to play during the time when Team Rochester was a thing. How does this deck win? You just cast this card and they die. It's pretty easy. Well, you see, Sheoldred is card advantage because the advantage that you get is your opponent dies, and that is pretty advantageous. It really is. You do have a massive advantage in a game where your opponent loses. It's true, you won't draw cards, you won't gain life. Very, very true. What are we casting on turn 2 here? Preordain. Bowmasters? Just gonna get more basics. We can go second island and then fetch for swamp. Just in case they boarded in Blood Moon. I don't think they ever would, but just like to be prepared. You never know. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of leads me to believe that they're missing land drops. Never mind. They have 3 types right now. Instant source. Oh, they have 4 types. So if they go counter Ransom, they can still have heat for Sheoldred. I mean, I'm just going to jam my cards. Surely they don't also have heat, right? I could hold up Subtlety. Yeah. Just like getting to resolve this when they don't have Counterspell up is really good. They can't counter it, they can't dispute it, they can't pierce it, but they obviously have heat, because why don't they never have heat? They literally always have it. Man. Can't catch a break. Alright, please, for the love of God, do not play against Murktide next round. I'm just sick of it. Dash Ragavan. Alright, song request from Full Metal Adept. Love this. I'm gonna see if it's on Spotify. It's not. Alright, so let's play it on YouTube then. Banger alert, banger alert, banger alert. Go. Might as well do this. Okay. It is kind of a banger. Thankfully they can't cast that. Would have liked to draw that. Alright, good card, please. Murktide, anything? It's not bad. Definitely worse cards in my deck. Because we know they have Ragavan. Alright, go. They have been missing land drops, which means they're probably just going to go for the Ragavan again. I would assume. Yeah, FIR's been hitting some bangers recently. I agree. Surge has one of the voices of all time. What about Plankton? Plankton also has a voice of all time. Not going for Ragavan, huh? Fuck. I mean, they made a couple other sus plays earlier. I think I'm not going to cast that. I just don't care. I really just don't give a shit. It is what it is. Yeah. Counter this. Go. If other people want to ruin the content, that's their prerogative. I can't stop them from ruining the content. In the sky, you will small mind, you free your life. I'm gonna leave back the army token. Just in case they have second Ragavan, because I don't think they would do that unless they had a second one. Oh, well, that sucks. Go. I'm waiting until I find a counterspell, John. Or like something else that baits a counterspell. They definitely have counterspell in hand. Okay. I mean, now that I'm at 8, maybe I have to. This might be the turn that I finally have to jam. Okay, well, they probably counter that. I guess I can play around Spell Pierce. Alright, counter this, play Murktide. Okay. Cast a Murktide. 1, 2... Really, your last card's not Subtlety. Alright, Adept, thank you for the song request. Banger as always. Adept does not miss. It's a good draw. Deck. Do I think Murktide is unfair? Not as unfair as Force of Negation. Alright, they found a chump blocker. I am going to try and counter that, I think. Just go for the win. I mean, they have to cast it, right? What are you going to do, not cast it? Alright, they have 3 cards in hand, dead to a removal spell. I guess it's like only go for the throw, because we can't Fatal Push this. Okay, it's a good start. Wow, those are both pretty good. Question is, I guess we can just top the Bowmasters now, force the chump block, and then kill the Ragavan post-combat, and then draw Ransom next turn. I think I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. Definitely gonna main phase the Bowmasters, though. Alright, kill your thing. Go. Then we have Ransom on top. Cool. Game 3. Reveal 2 Chancellor of the Tangle Island Allosaurus Rider. I don't want to know what goes on in John's head. There's something else. There's something there, you know. Bowmaster is sick. I wouldn't necessarily call it humble. I think humble is not a word I would use to describe combination player John. I'm in. I am in. My channel is always haunted. Channel is always haunted. Just gonna push this. I have to get Watery Grave. It's fine. Better off this way. Alrighty. We have a pretty good supply of lands with this hand. We can go hold up Counterspell, end of turn cycle, turn 3, Preordain, hold up Counterspell, etc., etc., etc. How am I feeling about the As Foretold Rhino deck from the other day? I think it's good. I do want to spend a little bit more time on that. One thing that I noticed when I was playing that deck is I think the removal spell needs to, like, there needs to be a different suite of removal spells. Just having Bolt was kind of awkward. I have to figure out if there's a way to incorporate Unholy Heat. As is, I don't think there's enough types, but maybe there is a way to build the deck to get enough, like, stuff in the graveyard for heat. But, like, there was a couple of spots where I just got dumpstered by Sheoldred. Yeah, I mean, I think Teleria West is important as a one-of to be able to tutor up a Cascade spell, but maybe playing 2 is greedy. We could probably play Lrien. Oh, yeah, somebody had suggested Lrien in that As Foretold deck, and honestly, that might be enough way... It's a way to get another sorcery in the graveyard. Maybe there's a build that plays, like, Lrien plus Murktide. I could see that, too. Alright, Mish with the song request. Let's see if this one's on Spotify. It is on Spotify. No, it's not on Spotify. Alright, we'll listen to it on YouTube, it's fine. Song request from Mish. Okay, what are we doing this turn? We'll cast Preordain. They missed a land drop, that's really good for us. Yeah, those are both pretty good. Go. Vibin'. Chillin' and vibin'. Heat plus Arcanist seems like a non-bow. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Arcanist is a lot better with Bolt. And maybe that's enough reason to keep the bolts. They're just gonna go for a Murktide? Just gonna Edict it. Save the counterspell, I think. This song is kind of a banger. They have 3 card types in the graveyard. What's the worst case scenario if I play Sheoldred? I don't know, but I'm just gonna cast it. I guess Subtlety is the worst case scenario. I could play Murktide, hold up Counterspell. Let's just do that. Actually, yeah, they can't really beat this, right? If they Subtlety this, I'll just counter the Subtlety. And now they can't Edict because it's an 8-8. What's up, Jess Guy? They played land before Expressive Iteration. This does turn on Delirium. I guess if I counter this and they pierce, they can't really hit anything off the Expressive. So this is probably okay. Yeah, we're gonna do pierce it, then you can't... I guess they could hit a Bauble. Sure. Let's hope they don't hit Bauble. I do have Delirium, but again, I have an 8-8. Yeah, they missed. So they just cycled their thing. True to the counterspell too, which is good. Playing Sheoldred into Unholy Heat sounds kind of bad. Let's just like Preordain, hit our land drop and pass. I'm gonna do it this way, I think. I'll keep the Bowmasters too. Although I'm likely just gonna fetch for the Ransom. I could choose to not fetch and just draw the Bowmasters. Did I draft Eldraine back in the day? Now, Eldraine's one of the sets that I didn't really draft that much. Can I have Otawara, I guess? DRC. Okay, I'm fine with that. Just cast Ransom. Ransom. I mean, it is though, right? I'm an old man, Sauce, alright? I'm an old man. Combat. We're jump blocking. Which means I guess we're casting Heat. Also fine, because I have Counterspell. Go. I will counter target spell. Could have their own Murktide, I guess. Go to 9, play Murktide, trade, go to 5, go to 3. How does it feel to be the one who always has it? Pretty damn good, Dave. Pretty damn good. Because usually my Murktide opponents always have it. The shoe is on the other foot now. A non-Flusterstorm Storm card. You've definitely sideboarded Weather the Storm before. I refuse to believe that you have not sideboarded that card. And before you ask, yes, it counts. They only made a 4/4. Oh, I see. Okay. They have 2 Murktides. All right, in the queue, Siebes, right after the song. So they have an 8/8 and a 9/9. That's unfortunate. Whoops. Nope, stop. I didn't mean to start playing the song. We're getting there. They have 1 card left. I mean, if I attack with both, they put the 9/9 on the 8/8 and trade. I Bowmaster killed the Murktide. I have a Bowmaster. They have nothing but 1 card. Is that good? I don't know if it's bad. I mean, I could just sit. Then if I sit, I just like die to Otawara. I think I have to force the trade. Keep back Sheoldred. Just let them have the 8/8. Yeah, I guess they could also take the Sheoldred. But honestly, what if I just left back the Sheoldred? And we just had Sheoldred staring at Murktide. It's like not that bad, right? Yeah, we can race the 8/8. It's probably okay. It's kind of obvious what I have, because like, why else would I make this attack? So I'm basically telling them that I drew a Bowmaster, but also probably fine. Like, what are they gonna do about it? They can't take this. I guess they can trade. It's been a good game. I could tell them in chat, hey, I drew a Bowmaster, which is basically what I'm doing. All right, they're still blocking with the 9/9. I will cast the world's most obvious Bowmaster. I will ping your Murktide. And you have an 8/8, and I have a Sheoldred. The nice thing about not trading off the Sheoldred is they are nowhere close to Delirium right now, so even if they have Heat, they could, like, Otawara. Oh, actually, if they have Otawara for Sheoldred, this is kind of bad. We just die. Yeah. I guess we actually probably still would have lost, right? Because they would just take the Sheoldred. Okay, I found a chump blocker, which I guess I should just cast main phase to play around them having Counterspell. Alright, go. Your turn. They know my last card. We'll chump block. I'd like to draw an Otawara. Didge. What are outs? I mean, we had Go for the Throat. Go for the Throat or Sheoldred's Edict or Murktide. We had a few outs. That was a good game. Yeah, it turns out that even if I had attacked with the Sheoldred, they would just take the Sheoldred, go to 5, upkeep Otawara, stay at 5, attack me to 7, then I can put them to 3. Yeah, I think I still would have lost that game, even if I had attacked that turn, because they just wouldn't trade. I think I still would have lost. Alright, prediction time. Pretty good. It's a pretty good deal, right? Murktide again. I'm so bored of playing against Murktide. Oh my god. Why is there so much Murktide? What if we played a farm Murktide? It's literally the only deck that people are playing right now. So how do we farm these? How do we farm these filthy Murktide players? Werebear, thank you very, very much for the Twitch, or excuse me, tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. No more ads for Werebear. Yeah, Hammer does farm Murktide. Alright, song request for Fozzie in the queue. Dash. No more ads for Werebear. Who else doesn't want ads? Lancer Control's an easy matchup for... Oh, yeah, Lancer Control good against Murktide? Probably. I'll get back so much time of my day without those pesky ads. Yeah. Lynch Slaw with the gifted sub. Thank you very, very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Also, every time somebody subs, you get to hear that lovely canister, the lovely canister notification. That's the best part about the sub. Everybody talks about, all the streamers say you don't have to watch ads anymore, but let's be honest, the best part of the sub is the notification. The old one's good, but nothing compares to the canister clip. Any thoughts for Spice and the Prowess list we were on yesterday? The one thing that I want to try is a White Splash. I really think that Prismatic Ending in the sideboard shores up a lot of issues, not just Chalice of the Void, but also the pro-red creatures. So I think I want to try Splash White for Pending. I don't know if you'd want to. I don't know if you'd want to play Teferi in the sideboard of the Prowess deck. I don't really want to jam Sheoldred. I got plenty of lands. I'll just keep passing. Werebear with another gifted sub. Thank you for the sub. We got a hype train. Scam train incoming. Thank you guys for all the subs. I appreciate that. Can I please rank pre-modern, pure modern, fire modern, pioneer, and legacy? No. Song goes hard. So they definitely have counterspell, but then I can just resolve Sheoldred. Vexing Devils with the gifted sub as well. Thank you for the gifty. Instant sorcery creature land. I mean, I'm just not going to get a better opportunity to resolve this. It sucks that they have Heat, which kind of feels like they do. Aight. Level 2 hype train. Chat, don't let the train die. Keep the train alive. Choo-choo, motherfucker. Choo-choo. You know what I should do? Every time we get a hype train, I know what I should do. I have an idea. This is the new sub train song. Start it over. This is the new sub train song. Absolute banger. Werebear's got 5 on him with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much for the 5 gifties, Werebear. I appreciate that. This song is a banger. Absolute banger. I do my best, King. I do my best. Even when I get asked really stupid questions. This is just the greatest song of all time. It's so good. Unless he plays Amulet, sure. Well, that's not my fault though. Chat, like we get the entire Amulet community in here who just wants to heckle me the entire time that I'm playing Amulet. That's not my fault. Depends, John. Did you ask me questions during the Amulet song? The Amulet stream? Yeah, the Amulet community truly is the most chatting of all. Is Fat Clouds the song redemption? No, Fat Clouds is Fat Clouds. I'm just gonna fetch the last island first. We are extremely dead. But it's okay. Chew? Monkey Minded, thank you for the Prime sub. Alright, Vexing Devils with some clouds, and then Jose with the song request. What you got? Want to request this? Cooking by the Book remix. I don't think I've ever heard this before. Alright, song request for Jose. Another banger. Yeah. This does kind of go hard. This does kind of go hard. All right. It's the third time we're playing against Murktide. I am going to sideboard the exact same that I have been. What do we do? 1 subtlety, 2 force. This song does go hard. How have I never heard this before? I've never heard this before. It is kind of good. This song came out, another artist felt the need to make other songs afterwards. I know, right? Sometimes once in a while you hear a song and you just know that it was destined for greatness. And that is the exact feeling that I just had. Hold on, did we finish the last song? I don't think we did. Alright, hold on. I don't think I ever finished the last song. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Where's the other song request from Fozzie? Distinction with the 5 gifted subs. Chat, you know what to do. If you got gifted a sub from Distinction, be sure to thank them in the chat. And if you didn't, dodged, thank you very, very much for the gifties. We're on a scam train. Level 3 completed. You love to see it. Scam train alert. Like halfway through the song, so we'll play the rest of this. And then we got another song request from Septimus. Play that after, and we are good to go. All right, play first. I'll Preordain into a land, it's fine. Simply just Preordain into a land. How do you dodge that many gifted subs, John? How is that even possible? We should have kept the other Preordain. Had it. Werebear with the gifted sub. Thank you so much for the gifty Werebear. I greatly appreciate that. You get Watery Grave, I think. All right, Dark World player with the $5 dues. Thank you very, very much for the $5 donation. Brittle Bones, Nikki, Rare Americans. All right, so that'll be. We're gonna finish this song, and then we have the one for who did we had first? We had Septimus, and then after that will be Dark World player. That's fine. Have you ever watched the movie Annihilation? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen that one. I'm going to the movies tomorrow, chap. That's why I'm taking the day off. I'm gonna go to the movies, seeing an old friend who I haven't seen in a while, and then Friday night or tomorrow night I'm going to FNM. Yeah, I'm going to see Barbie. Trust me, it wasn't my idea, right? If I had it my way. How, like, from people who have seen it, how bad or good is it? Was it really? Okay. 10 out of 10. Genuinely great. All right, I'll try. I'm not gonna like have any reservations because I have heard a lot of good things about it. It's like it can't be that bad. I'm sure the film quality is excellent. Not gonna fight over this. Yeah, that's kind of exactly my thing too. I'm like, must be a kids movie, but it seems like that's not the case. That is true. That is true, Bizarre. I could have Bowmastered there, but I really want to hold up Hardcast Force. The 100% not for kids. Really? Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then we got this song request for, I believe, Septimus. Then after this, we get Dark World player. Any kid in the theater leaves thinking, what the fuck did that just take me to? All right, I'll like I said, I'll let you know. I'll post a review on Twitter after I see it. I'll post a full review. No spoilers, of course. That is fine. I accept. We played against Murktide 3 times. All of my Murktide opponents have been very, very slow, too. My brother in Christ. You know what? Fuck you. I want to resolve this. How's that? I know I have Fatal Push in hand, but... there's just no way they have Mystical Dispute. I'm not playing on Dispute. Well, I guess I can, like, hold up the other removal spell now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simply not get disputed. Anonymous with the gifted Tier 2 gifted sub to Ironblood. Thank you for the Tier 2 gifted sub. It's very, very generous of you. I appreciate that. You still have the scam train going on? Jeez. Y'all are crazy. Thank you for all the subs. I appreciate that, guys. Well, they didn't have dispute. That's good. Dude, I miss playing the song on Guitar Hero. I need to download a chart for Clone Hero so I can play it. How much for a deck tech? 10 or 2 gifties. Every time Crab Brave is played, your chance of playing versus middle goes up by 1%. Even during Pioneer? Sure. You want to Preordain with a Bowmaster in play? Deal. Be my guest. I can throw one in. Yeah, Bowmaster hidden text. You thought I were a Pioneer streamer? Well, I would like to inform you that I am a Magic the Gathering streamer. I play Magic the Gathering. I did play a lot of Pioneer, but at the end of the day, I will play whatever format that I find interesting at the time. But yes, I did play quite a bit of Pioneer. Kind of transitioned back into Modern after Lord of the Rings. Oh, well. Nice Murktide. Had it, by the way. Had it the whole time. That was the easiest game of my life. Had that one. I promise you I had that in my hand. I promise you. I didn't just top deck that. I am not currently qualified for Atlanta. I have 2 more RCQs this weekend. 2 more RCQs this weekend. And hopefully I can get there. Yeah, TJ Saturday and then BG Sunday. Well, I mean, I'm gonna win TJ Saturday, so AKA don't show up. Don't bother showing up. They're both Pioneer. Does the crew perhaps involve a one Matthew Costa? I fucking hope not. Oh man. I mean, Nico's whatever. Nico has a GP win. That's true. Nico does have a GP win with Giant Growth. I mean, to be fair, Costa and Shields also have Grand Prix wins, right? I think they both won a GP. Did they? I think they all have GP wins. I've already lost 3 finals this season. I can't lose a 4th finals. Come on. I simply cannot lose a 4th finals. It's not going to happen. Fatal Push. Sheoldred's Edict. You are dead. Why'd they scoop? They didn't know about the Edict. No, RCQ qualifies for the Regional Championship. Costa with Delver over Shields. I thought Shields won a limited Grand Prix or something. Maybe I'm misremembering. Could have sworn he did. Yeah, but only the premium stores give 2 invites. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the store that I'm going to Saturday is not considered a premium store. Oh yeah, Shields won with Cobblade. Yeah, I remember that. That sounds vaguely familiar now. He got his buys from the Die Hard Games GPT. Is that true? That's hilarious. I miss Die Hard Games. Shout out to Die Hard Games, by the way. It was a great store. I don't want to Fatal Push this now. Play Watery Grave in case we draw Counterspell. Yeah, the team draft's till 4 a.m. Dude, there was that one night. We were so degenerate. There was one night where we, like, stayed at the store until at least probably, like, 6 a.m. And then we drove back home, which was an hour drive, went to Denny's, and then went back to Obi's house and drafted for another 12 hours. We literally just didn't sleep for, like, 36 hours. It was so bad. We were not smart back in the day. Not the smartest people. Okay, this is replaying. So, we have one more song request from Dark World player. Brittle Bones, Nikki, Rare Americans. You have Spell Snare? Actually got Spell Snared. Alright, let's play this song for Dark World player. Yeah, we really were. Oh, man. Remember when Obi used to, like, do the call-in drafts? Where he would, like... Or no, it wasn't Obi, it was Dalton, right? Dalton would just call in from his house. Like, he was in Vegas or something, and he would just call the store and ask Dave, like, who the drafters were, and he would just bet over the phone from Vegas on the draft that we were doing at the store. It was unbelievable. You have 2 cards in hand. I'm just going to main phase this with Pierce back up. It's not degen. Fight over it. I'll pierce you. Alright, they have 1 card left. If it's a Murktide, we have Go for the Throat. They keep a card on top. They did put a card on top. It's probably, like, expressive. Okay. It's, like, medium annoying. I think they have another Counterspell as their last card. I'm going to play her on Spell Pierce. Really hope their last card's not another Counterspell. Kind of want to, like, upkeep the Bowmaster. I could hold it in case they have Preordain, but I think doing it upkeep is fine. Well, now we're kind of screwed if they have a Murktide. If they can find Murktide. Okay, no Murktide. That's good. Sure, I guess. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it can't be that bad. I'm not going to cast them now. Maybe casting one now is okay. Imagine if they put a Preordain on the stack, though. Just imagine if they put a Preordain on the stack. It's definitely archering time. I'm not going to hold them. I'm still going to cast them. 3 Preordains in hand? That'll be funny. Red. Unholy Heat. Huh? I'm confused. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I was thinking they had cast into fire, but then they F6'd. I don't know, that was weird. Very, very strange. Even if they have cast into fire, they kill these two, I'd just make another 1/1. Okay, well. They're afraid of it growing large? Maybe, but isn't it just better to kill a Bowmaster there? I guess maybe it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think we're through with all the song requests. Let's go back to the other playlist. Alright. I mean, good luck. So they can play a Murktide. Yeah, if they draw Preordain, they just can't even cast it. Okay, thankfully that's not lethal. If they draw both, it's lethal. They can block here, go to 1. That's a really good draw. That probably means we guaranteed the win. Because if they draw a creature, they're dead on board, and if they draw any non-creature spell, we can counter it, so I don't think they have any outs. They only have 4 mana. They have no cards in hand, so even if they draw Fury, they can't cast it. No. I mean, that was a good draw, but not good enough. Alright, 3-2, not bad. We went 2-1 against Murktide. What were I don't even remember the other 2 decks we played against. Mostly because the Murktide matches took forever. But, I don't know, deck felt okay. Preordain was good. Would like to play against decks that aren't Murktide to get a better idea of this deck's actual position in the metagame, but yeah, felt pretty good. I like it. It is what it is. Nothing too fancy, but good deck. That's why they didn't kill Bowmaster. Yeah, but like, if they had cast into fire, wouldn't they have played the cast into fire the turn they cast the heat? Right? They would have done it while I was tapped out. So like, I thought they had it, and then they didn't cast it, and I was like, well, they just definitely don't have it then. But that was weird. Weird game. Anyways, pay out the believers. What's up, Danny? Tomber, you came just in time. We're playing some Pioneer today. We're playing some Pioneer today.